waiting on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. And the Broncos will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Ole Miss offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Little touch pass to the receiver. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Got him downfield. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels are marching down the field. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Now the play fake. Right on target this time. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Snap from the gun on third down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tatum. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The play action fake. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Rebels Eagles are in the hurry-up. The inside handoff. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
The best running backs are the guys that can just snip out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
For the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside CUSA today. Georgia Southern came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Atlanta had to sweat things out for much of the day. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse.
On the gun, the give, looking for room.
Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where CUSA is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle of the jaw. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Broncos with the 1st and 10.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Fires to the big fella. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Just keep slinging it. Caught behind the line. It's Shaw. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Broncos started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Fires to the wideout. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Broncos! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He's got it on the right. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to sling it on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Western Michigan. The defense takes matters into its own hands. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his second interception in the first quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. The give to the single back. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Marking the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And the Rebels in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's reeled in. It's cracked. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Yeah, and there's nothing harder on a defense than when you run play action and you suck me up a few steps. And you got tight ends like this, Palmer, that can run down the field, be a big target, and make big plays behind those linebackers.
Man, they're changing their position now, too, I think, Dave. There are more and more athletic guys playing the tight end position today in college football that can run down the field vertically and make plays like that. These aren't just blockers and guys that catch flat routes. These guys now can hurt you. They've got an outstanding weapon at the tight end position.
The Rebels have taken it inside the 20. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The shotgun on third down. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Shaw. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Looking downfield on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Soft spot in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quick completion on the out route. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. This time they'll go to the running game. Plows through the defense.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He'll throw it. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. And the Rebels need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The Rebels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Great job by the back on the option.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
On to attempt to try. And with get the extra point. Every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Nebraska is getting smoked, and even though this might seem surprising, I'm not sure folks around that program feel that way. Something's up there in Lincoln. They're trailing by 14 to Ohio State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush, playing man coverage in the back end? You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds a man in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. A strike downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On target over the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Gets rid of it. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Now on the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Unloads quickly. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, Another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Here's the handoff. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they're not on the same page there. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. One drive is already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. Dead center perfect. That brings them to within 1.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Tatum. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Gets the back moving. They want to throw it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got it. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Looking to throw for it. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Smashes it between the uprights. They take a 4-point lead here in the second.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And it's been a struggle throwing the ball so far. Both secondaries are doing a great job neutralizing the explosive playmakers by shutting down passing windows. They've disrupted the timing and rhythm of these QBs, and unless something changes, we're looking at a low-scoring affair in this second half. And with that, let's head back to the Grove at our fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
And the Rebels will line up to kick off and start the second half. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Pulls and fires complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Makes the catch. It's all. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Off play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass for a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
That is a great response by this defense. You know you went into the half, you made some adjustments, talked about, listen, we're not down that much, we're very much in this game, but it starts with the first possession. And how about the first play, they get a sack?
The Broncos line up to punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Fair catch, called for and made. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. That pass is incomplete. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds the tight end. They stop him before he can get to the first down marker, but he does cross the 50, and now to be 4th down. He'll set up to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. They'll run it from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Motion from the wideout. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. They're trailing by just 2 to Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. They go right back to him. There he goes. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. And the Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Shaw. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. A little screen to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Tatum. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Fires to the big fella. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Shaw. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run it from the gun. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pressure in his face, and he lets him fly.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. Setting up the screen. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And this one is perfect. That brings them to within 1.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the 4th quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the back. Back to pass on second down. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack hard.
The Broncos will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Balls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Running back searching for a hole. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on first down. Flips it out to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And I tell you what, why would you not do this? I love it. Short yardage situation, get your QB sneak. You've already got everything going. You got a few first downs. You got that momentum on your side. Just get the first down, get that new set of downs. Now, if you want to go attack now.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now they're going to throw it. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. He went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the RPO complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Lost to throw again. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And they have surged on top here in the final 2 minutes. So they were able to put up a 3-spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll bring it back. And the returner goes down. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give.
I wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Looking downfield on 1st down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And they still hold that 2-point lead after the stop, David. Now to see what the offense can do.
Yeah, and you've worked on it all week, taking care of the football, making sure you don't make those mistakes, Jesse, while still being in those clutch situations in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, defense just did their job, right? So offense, let's go out, put some points on the board, and put ourselves in a position to win.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat him, a 5-point lead here in the 4th.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big.